discuss another important concept from C language, that is the relation between strings and pointers. We have already seen that how you create strings by using pointers. So a string can be created by using a character pointer. So that is you can declare a character pointer like this, char star some name that is p, and you can initialize it to some string. This is how you can create strings using pointers, that is a character pointers. Okay, so what happens if I write this statement in a C program? So it creates a pointer p with 2 bytes of space, because the size of every pointer is only 2 bytes, because that stores address. Okay, so it creates an array. So where your string is having a 5 characters, that means your array will be created with 6 bytes. So where each and every letter will get stored like this, and the last character will be /0. We know that the string will have a /0 as the last character. Okay, so your pointer p will point to this array. So you can access individual characters of this string by using their indexes like this, or you can access the entire string. Okay, so how can I print this letter D? So I can print that letter D by using the statement called printf the character %c with p of its index value. So the letter D's index value is 2. So I can use the index value 2 like this. Okay, so this particular printf statement will print the character D on the screen. That means we are just accessing a single character from this string. So this is how your pointer and strings are get related. Okay, so with this particular concept, we can say that strings can be created with pointers, that is character pointers. Okay, so if I want to print the entire string, then I can do something like this. So I can use the %s, that is for printing the string on the screen. I can use the format specifier %s, and I can just write p instead of just writing a p with the index value. I can just use its name of the pointer, that's it. So this will print the string India on the screen. This is how you can work with strings by using the character pointers. Okay, so this is the basic concept, that is how you can create strings with pointers. Okay, so now I'll discuss another important concept, that is the relation between character pointers and strings. Okay, so if you are using the functions concept, so a function can return a string to a calling function. That means if there is a main function and there is another function called display. Okay, so your main function can call that a function display, so that function can return string to the main function. That means a called function can return a string to the main function by using the character pointer. That is one application where you can use your character pointer with the functions. So there is another application, that is you can create an array of character pointers, where each pointer point to individual strings. That means if my array is having 4 character pointers, that 4 character pointers can point to 4 individual strings, and you can access those strings with those pointers. That is another concept. Okay, so this is a relation between pointers and strings. Okay, so first I'll write a small program, so which creates a string and read that string and display that on the screen. Okay, Okay friends, so see this program. So in this particular program I have declared a character pointer called P, and I'm asking to enter a string. So when the user enters the string, I'm reading that string with the getS function. Okay, so this getS function, we have already discussed this getS function. So how this getS is different from scanf? Scanf reads strings only up to a space. If there are spaces in the strings, it cannot read the entire string. It stops the reading whenever it encounters a space. But getS is another library function to read a string including spaces. That means you can enter a string with spaces. It can read the total string. Okay, so I'm just displaying that whatever the string that you have entered on the screen, that is you entered, that means a percentage is just I'm printing the content in P. Okay, so what happens here is, so P is created here. Okay, the output will be enter a string. So I have entered something like this, New York. New York. Okay, see this particular string. So this particular string is having a two words, that is New York, including space. So it prints the string on the screen like you entered New York. You entered New York. Okay friends, so this is a small program where you have created a string by using a character pointer, and you are reading that string by using a getS function, then you are displaying it on the screen. Okay, so this is the first sample program where you can create strings with character pointers. Okay, I'll go to the next concept, that is how a function can return a string to the calling function. Now we'll see another application of strings and pointers. Okay, so in this particular example, so I want to create a function so that returns a string to the calling function. Okay, so the program is like this. Okay friends, just look at this particular program. So this program is using two functions. One is main function and another function is a fun function. Okay, so just look at the return type of this fun function. The return type is char star. Okay, the return type is char star. Okay, what do you mean by that? This particular function fun is returning a character pointer. That means char star means it returning a pointer whose address belongs to a character kind of thing. That means a string address. Okay, so it is not taking any parameter, so I have declared it as a void type. Okay, so I have declared a pointer called P. I'm asking to enter a string, and you can read that string with a getS function, and I'm just returning P. Okay, return P. What is P? P is not a normal variable. P is a pointer variable. So this particular P is a pointing to the string. Okay, so what is the output? So the output will be something like this. So output will be, so you are asking to enter a string. Okay, so what happens? I will enter a string called New York like this. New York. Okay, so that means you are creating a string New York like this, and you are pointing that the first byte of your string is pointed by the pointer p. Okay, so that is what happens is get executed. Okay, so what you are returning this p. Okay, so this particular p value will replace this function call, because when you are calling the function, so this fun, so it is read the string and you are just returning the p, so this p will be sent here. Okay, so since this p is coming here, so since p is a character type pointer, your main function should have a character pointer. Okay, so I have declared a character pointer called a name, so your name is receiving p. So what do you mean by that? So this particular p is returning the address of the first character of your string, so that is received by the another pointer called name. So this is another pointer called name here, and this also points to the first character, because p and name both contains the same address, that is the address of the starting character of your string. So your name is pointing here. So then what happens, I am just printing the contents of name by using the percentage s symbol. I am printing the value name, so it prints New York on the screen. So name is equals to New York. Okay friends, so with this small example program, so you can say that a function can return a string to the calling function. So what is the calling function here? The calling function is main function, because this is calling the function fun. So when you're calling the function, you're going here and you're reading a string and returning a character pointer, that is the pointer which is pointing to the string, and that is received in another character pointer, that is name, and you can just print the string by using that pointer, that is name. So this is another example where you can use character pointers and functions for returning the strings to the calling function. Okay, so this is second example function, the second example or uses of the strings and pointers. Okay, so the third example is you can have an array of character pointers where each pointer can point to individual arrays, and you can access all those arrays, means all those strings, by using those character pointers. Okay, so I'll create an array of character pointers where your character pointer will point to the individual strings. Okay, so you can access all those strings by using the pointer name with some subscript value. So that is a third application. So I'll write a small program so that shows how you can access the individual strings by using an array of character pointers. Okay friends, so just look at this particular program. So this particular program is having an array of pointers. Okay, so see this subscript size 4 means this is an array of size 4, but what is the data type of this particular array? That is char star. That means this P is not a single pointer, it is an array of pointers. That means in P there are 4 character arrays or character pointers, okay, where each pointer can point to individual strings. So for initializing all these 4 pointers, I have initialized them to 4 strings, that is hi, how are you. So this is how you can initialize an array of character pointers to the strings. Okay, so what happens when this particular line will get executed? Okay, so I'll draw a small figure where you can see how this particular thing will execute in memory. Okay, so this will be something like this. P is a pointer, P is a pointer, okay, P is a pointer. So it is pointing to an array, it is pointing to an array. Or I can say that P is an array where I am having 4 elements because its size is 4. Okay, 4. But these things are not normal elements. These things are the character pointers. That means these are the 4 pointers. 4 pointers. Okay, so these are at index 0, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, what is the first string? That is the hi. So this will be something like this, hi, hi. Or I can say that this is another array, because arrays can be used to represent strings. So where you can have this, so you can represent in both ways. You can just write the string here, or you can assume it as an array of characters. So hi, so then there is a how, okay, so each and everything will be characters only, and this will be you. Okay friends, so this is how your particular declaration will looks like in the memory. So that means there are 4 strings, hi, how are you. The first string is pointed by the pointer in the index 0, and the second string is pointed by the pointer in the index 1, and so on. Okay, so because there are 4 string pointers or 4 character pointers, and which are pointed to the 4 strings here. Okay, so I have taken an integer variable and I have written a for loop. Okay, your for loop is running from 0 to 4. That means for loop will run for 4 times, and I'm just printing each and every string. So what is the output here? Here the output will be P of percentage D will be having the value of I. So for initial value of 0, so that is when I is equals to 0, 0 less than 4, you are coming here. P of 0 is equals to, so P of 0, what is the string at index 0? That is high. So this will print the string high on the screen. Okay, so when you're going here, I will become a plus plus, I becomes 1 now, 1 less than 4, and again you're coming here, P of index 1, because I now is 1, and you're having a how, that is the second string. So similarly you can have a P of 2 is R, and P of index 3 is U. Okay, so that's the end of the program. Okay, so here what I'm trying to give you the concept here is you can create an array of character pointers. That means an array of string pointers, and you can assign strings to each and every pointer, and you can access those strings like how you access normal singular elements. That means an integer, character or float values from an array. So in the same way you can access the strings by using the character pointers. Okay friends, so this is another example of how your pointers and strings are get related. Okay friends, so the total summary of this particular concept is you can use character pointers to create strings. You can use character pointers as to return strings from functions, and you can use an array of character pointers to point to different strings and access them. Okay friends, so this is the relation between pointers and strings. Thank you.
Okay friends, now I'll show you the execution of strings with pointers. That means you can create strings with pointers. I'll show some small examples for those things. So here just look at this particular program. So I have created a string by using a pointer. So for that I am just declared a pointer called p with a character string. I'm asking for entering a string. I'm just reading your string with p. So I'm just printing whatever that p contains. Okay, I'm executing this program. So it's asking me for the string. So I'm entering New York, and it is printing me that you entered New York. Okay friends, so just look at this program. I entered the string and I used getAs function to read that string into the pointer p. Here the pointer p, and I'm just printing that string on the screen. Okay, I'll show another program execution where I'll try to show you the example program for functions that return pointers. Okay friends, just look at this particular program. So here I'm using a function fun. The return type of that function fun is a character. That means my function fun is returning a character pointer. This main function is calling that fun function, and whatever it receiving, that is stored into the p. This p is not a normal variable, p is a pointer. That means my fun function will return a pointer address. That address is taken into p and trying to print what is the contents of the p. Okay friends, I'm executing this program. So it is asking me for a name. So I'm just entering New York, and it is telling me that p is equals to New York. So what exactly has happened here is, when you call the function fun, the control of execution will pause the execution of main and goes to fun function, where in fun function you have declared a pointer called name, and you are asking for the name, enter a name. So just I enter New York. That name is read by this getAs function, and I am returning name. So look at here, this return name is not a normal variable, name is a pointer, that is a character pointer. So your function fun is returning a character pointer name. So that again the execution comes back to the main. So fun function call is replaced with that address name. So that name is given to p. So now I am printing the p contents, that is the string that I actually entered, that is New York. Okay friends, so this is a small example program where you are using these functions and pointers, where your function is returning a pointer. I'll show you another example. Okay friends, just look at this particular program. Here I am using the concept called array of pointers, and those pointers are string pointers actually. Okay, just look at this particular program. My main function is having a char star p, size is 4. That means this p is not a normal array. So when there is a star before name of your array, that means that is an array of pointers, and the type of the pointer here is char. That means this is p is an array of 4 pointers, and those pointers are character pointers. That means my array can point to 4 strings. I am initializing my all 4 pointers to 4 strings, that is hi, how are you. I am trying to print what are the contents of my array. Okay friends, so my program will print all those 4 strings. Okay, I'm just showing the execution. Yeah, when you're running this program, you can clearly see that at index 0 there is hi, at index 1 there is how, and index 2 there is r, and index 3 there is u. That means this particular program is using an array of character pointers, that means an array of string pointers. Okay friends, so this is the concept of how these strings can be used with pointers. Okay, so thank you friends, thanks for watching the